Closure from the last one. Closer, closer, closer. Closure from the last one.
Alive, let's hit the dance floor. Don't work too hard, my break a backbone. Return of the Mac, the king is back though. Corvette and cash, I never lack those. She saw the stone, you know how that go. Fatality, my diamonds that cold. Versace trunks, I hit my backstroke. Knock on the door, she at the back, bro. All I really take is a little taste. Island girl, blue eyes with a little bass. Here for the thrill, I don't need a chase. For the time, got time for no day. Whoa. Too many, I'm going. Too crazy, and I got bad ones, and they ready. A good time, so now it's into it, we left that. Can't remember anything, but I know we got lit. Good times. Live in the moment, feel like summertime. Obsessed with nature, not a world mind. The room is spinning, but I feel fine. Oh my. Chandelier, limousines. Really think I'm seeing things. The condo, heck of a night in Toronto. She said bad boy, you in Morocco. Pearl white mention in the South Gold. Fill up my cup with the pop, whoa. High off life in the spot, though. Running up the visa, really talking to a real life Mona Lisa. Jesus pieces hanging off the fleecer. So much going on, it's hard to focus on the features. I got too many, I'm going. Too crazy, and I got bad one.
Though I'm not sure how comfy it is.
It's comfy, but
It's comfy, but it's just hard to get in and out of.
No, it's gonna be hard to get up from.
Yes, yes.
But it's comfy.
Apologies, there was a mix-up on our guest tonight, and it's just going to be Rhonda and I tonight. So we wanted to engage you guys more tonight and see what was going on with you and get your opinions on stuff. But most importantly, what we want to talk about tonight was cigar culture. What do you think cigar culture means, and what does cigar culture mean to you? And we'll run with that until we run out of material, get bored, or decide to change the subject. But first off, let me pop in here and say hi to everybody so we can make sure the chat is working. Well, for some reason, the chat window isn't working, which is really pissing me off.
Wow.
All right.
I know you'll figure it out.
I'm not going to figure it out tonight.
Well, we don't know what they're gonna say then.
No, well, you will, but you'll have to watch it on the phone. I mean, it's working here, but it's not working on the
Okay.
on the screen. So, first off, what are we smoking?
We are smoking EP Carrillo Encore.
And that's one you said you haven't tried before.
Yeah, I haven't had this one. I've had the Pledge. I've also had the Allegiance, which is one of my favorite ones. So the Encore one is definitely a nice little treat.
Okay. Well, good. I've tried most of them because when we went to that EP Carrillo event over at Viso,
Yeah.
I grabbed just about one of everything to try,
Oh, okay,
give,
so
it
you
give
have-
it a try.
Yeah, so
Because
you
I
have it.
wasn't overly familiar with the brand.
Mhm.
And what are we drinking?
One of my favorite scotches.
Well, you know, I said, why not? It's one of Rhonda's favorites. It's the Spey River malted Scotch bourbon cast. So
Yeah.
we like this one quite a bit. So I figured, why the hell not? So let me get lit here.
Yeah, why?
You
the
entertain
hell
the guests tonight for a minute while I get lit up.
Yeah, no problem. Don't have a problem with that. So I hope everybody's had a good Wednesday. Mine was pretty decent. I can't complain. I'm so glad that the weather is finally moving up into its 50s because I'm so tired of being cold.
Oh, come on.
It's been a nightmare being cold. Having to run your faucets. Once it got down to 32, I can't only imagine what my water bill's gonna look like.
Well,
At least if it saves my pipes, I'm okay with it.
that's right. Because you do not want to get a leak up underneath the slab of your house. That is major money and major disaster because they have to tear up your yard. So we're going to switch to our little intro, come back, have a toast, and then we'll pose the question to the audience with whatever audience we've got here and work from there.
All right.
So we'll be right back.
See you in a few seconds.
And we are back already. So, one of the things that prompted me into the cigar world in the first place was the cigar culture. And I know that means different things to different people. And to me, it is the community that surrounds and builds the cigar culture. And just how everybody gets along now. Everybody's here for the same thing. And everybody's so friendly and welcoming. for the most part. I mean, in any group you got your dicks, but you know, when the first time you smoke a cigar or a pipe and you
Mhm.
go into a humidor with a bunch of strangers, it's not uncommon for you to have a conversation with somebody, start sharing drinks, maybe cigars, tips, tricks, just info, and it's just not something you find everywhere.
No, it's not. I mean, and you also have to think about the lounge that you're in too as well.
Yeah.
Because I think that when you go into a lounge and you 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 can automatically feel the energy in there. If
Yeah.
it's going to be good energy, if it's going to be negative energy, if it's going to be unwelcoming energy, you can also feel that when you walk into the lounge. And one thing I can say is when you walk into ICC, this lounge is it's always so welcoming. Not just I'm not just saying that just because it's a lounge that I come to, but it's which I do always come to. It's just the truth. Everybody is so welcoming and loving, inviting, share their bottle with you.
Well, and not only that, let's have our toast real quick to a good show.
Cheers.
Mentioned Viso, but we have. They're kind enough to let us kind of do whatever we want here, as long as we're not bothering everybody. And that's a debatable thing sometimes. Oh,
Yeah.
but you
so,
know this is what we consider home base.
Yeah.
We go to other lounges and do other stuff, but you know when push comes to shove, we generally wind up here.
Yeah, this is our home. This is
Uh,
always going to be our home. I'm super excited to see. Last week I got a tour of the other side, the
You're welcome.
expansion. Thank you. Josh was going to take me over there right now. I was like, oh, I've seen it already. But it's absolutely beautiful. I cannot wait till it finally opens up.
They've got your couch sitting up right now.
Oh, do they? I have to
They
go check
do.
it out.
They do.
Yes. Yes. They've got a purple couch in there, you guys. Yes, indeed, they do.
We've already talked about a reserve sign that will have to sit in one of the spots.
Right.
So
Look, and I told Begley, I said, no one better not put a cigar mark on that couch, and if they do, I better know about it so I can break their heads.
yeah. And say hi to Charlotte. Hi, Charlotte.
Hi, Charlotte.
How are you guys doing?
Hi, Charlotte.
Hope you're doing well.
Hope everything's okay. Hope you're surviving up there in Jacksboro. Is that where they're at now?
I think so. It's near Decatur,
Yeah.
which is near Oklahoma, which is too close for me.
Which is too cold. So just understand this, Charlotte. The weather that you get, I get it too.
Yeah.
I get it too. So I feel your pain too on some of that. But hey, glad to see that you're on. Hope all is well. And how the new puppy doing?
Yeah, she said she's hanging in there. Oh.
Good. Good, good, good. I know she's got school. And I think she just started this week again, I think, back to school. So I know that's
Yeah, I'm excited for her once she graduates and everything. I mean, she's going to be able to nail down a job pretty quick.
That's right. We're going to have a big party for you, girl.
That's it.
We're going to have a big graduation party for you.
Hopefully I'll have a job by then.
I think that you will.
Oh, well. But anyway,
Yeah.
enough about that.
Okay, so let's get back to this
Cigar culture.
The cigar culture, yes. So, as I was saying, I think that really you will know how you're going to feel when you walk into a lounge, if people are going to be inviting, or they're going to talk to you, or they're going to...
The staff is kind of standoffish, or, you know, they're not really knowledgeable and not wanting to help you, or, you know, here's our humidor, you know, let me know if you need anything, is one thing. But when they follow you in, hey, listen, you know, what do you normally smoke, you know, and that type of thing, then, you know, you get a much better feel of the shop, and you expect that to bleed out into the rest of the lounge.
And you're right. I would agree with you 100%. Hold on, let me take a shout out. Hey, Jackie. Thanks for joining. That's my sister.
Oh, yeah.
So, I 100% agree with you. And well, what I did that I felt that it's very dry. No, I'm good. Thank you. Okay, well, let me know if I can help you find something. And then they just leave right on out.
Yeah.
You know, instead of just an Allen.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I know which one you're
It's an
talking
Allen.
about.
I won't say the name, but it is an Allen. And so hence the reason why I haven't been back there. So, and probably won't go back. But what
I
I
might,
can
but
say,
don't.
walking in there, they automatically assume that you need help, which I'm glad that they do, but don't be standoffish with it either.
Yeah.
But I can say I probably won't go back there. But what I can say about the other lounges that I have visited, especially here at ICC, the staff is fully knowledgeable of any stick that comes through their door. Um, and they can also help you pair it with whatever you want to drink.
Well, and the other deal is, and don't get me wrong, because I've on occasion had tried to help out, and I get in the humidor, but I don't officially work here, and I don't know squat. And occasionally, I'll ask one of the guys about something, and it'd be too new, and they'll say, I don't know, I'll have to double check, but they're honest about it. They don't try to blow smoke up your ass and tell you lies and all that other neat stuff.
Well, no, and that's good. But see, they're going to go check and they're going to get back with you on it. So then they're going to know next time someone else wants that stick.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
that's a plus there. I mean, they're going to go and do their research on it first. And 9 times out of 10, you're not going to even have, like 9 times out of 10, the staff here is already up on it. So they already know. Because I know they make it a point to know their cigars that's in their humidor. And what I also like about it is that they ask you, like, what do you like to drink? Like, what do you like to drink? And what do you like to eat? Things like that. Super friendly, and it's just a wonderful place to be here and to smoke.
And they have the culture.
And they definitely have the culture, definitely. So if you're ever in Texas, especially over here in Frisco, Texas, make sure you stop by ICC so you can feel.
And look for one of us. We
and
might actually be here.
might actually be here, so you can feel the same love that we get here. It's gonna come off. You're gonna feel the same love too.
Absolutely.
What I will say is, tonight I won't drop my stick.
Yeah, because that makes you an asshole.
Yes.
So we were joking that last week Rhonda dropped her cigar and joked that if you spill alcohol, that's alcohol abuse.
Mm-hmm.
And if you drop your cigar, that makes you an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was kind of funny. We're going to run with that. So does anybody else have any thoughts on what cigar culture means to them? And another thing, what do you look for when you go to a new lounge? You and I have been doing some cigar lounge reviews, and we have a criteria of what to look for because we think that those things are critical to the feel of a cigar lounge.
Right.
One of the first things I look at is, I don't want to say the setup, but when you walk in the door, do you get a flow of things? I mean, do you walk in and the front counter's all cluttered up and everything, and they've got some merchandise, but it's kind of spotty, not organized, and it's got empty spaces and gaps and not properly faced.
Right.
And if you walk into something like that, it's like, how organized is everything else going to be?
Well, exactly, because that's the first thing that you're going to think of. And when you walk into the humidor,
It's
you're
a
gonna,
first impression.
Yeah, you're going to think the humidor is not organized. And surprisingly, some of those places that do have all that shit on the counter and all that, it's like all that clutter. Surprisingly, when you walk into the humidor, it is laid out pretty nicely, so where you can get to stuff. So that's very surprising because you would think that it's not going to be as organized as it is because the look of the counter.
But I've been to several where that just carried on into the humidor, and they'll have boxes stacked all over the place and on the floor.
And then I think that they just don't have enough room to put stuff where it needs to be, so they're just stacking it there. Number one, you shouldn't stack all those boxes on the floor because someone can just run into it, and that's a hazard.
Yeah.
So why would you want to have your cigars on the floor?
Exactly.
If you cannot put them up on the shelf somewhere, maybe you shouldn't order so many. Because your humidor is not that big to hold all that stuff.
Yeah. Well, and that's one thing that ICC is conscious of. When they bring in new stuff, they start looking at how many facings can we support? And when they are taking stuff down and getting rid of stuff, they put it on sale, move it out front, and then they sell it all or find something to do with it other than clutter up
They do. They do.
the humidor. And there's a lot of them like that. But I went into one, and this has been years ago, in Mesquite.
Oh, Mesquite.
Yeah. And nice guys and everything, but I went into the humidor and it was just a mess. I mean, and you know, the boxes weren't neatly stacked on the floor. They some of them looked like they were opened, but they decided they wasn't selling, so they just put them in the floor and put something else. And it's obviously, you know, not selling out of stock and replenishing it. They've got evidently vendors come in who convince them to buy a bunch of stuff, and then they bring it in and go, where do we go put it?
Yeah, but then that's the thing about it is, just because a vendor wants you to purchase their stuff, and I get it, because that's what their job is. Their job is to push that product to cigar lounges, and I get it. But you as a cigar owner or a manager of a cigar lounge, and you're doing all the purchasing, you should be very conscious of what you have in your humidor and what you can carry.
Inventory control.
Yeah, and so if you don't need 10 boxes of this because you can't fit it, but you can certainly fit 4, get the 4. You're still supporting that.
Yep.
You're still supporting it. It's just that you can't
Like
purchase
ICC,
10 boxes.
ICC, they've got top shelves filled with overstock to bring down, but it's out of sight, I don't want to say out of sight, out of mind. You can see it, but it's nice and neat.
Right. It's not on the floor. It's not causing any dangerous hazards.
Right.
It's nicely.
And if you've got a storeroom, keep it in a storeroom.
Yeah, it's put up very nicely. So if they need to get to it because one box has already been emptied, then they can just reach up there and get it and put it back down on the shelf. But you have to be very conscious of what inventory that you do have, so that way you're not having that issue.
Yep.
I mean, I'm one to talk. Like, I have an abundance of cigars. Abundance. And I have tons and tons of humidors. And I still keep buying. Would you say I have an addiction?
You've got an addiction. You've got 2 major addictions. I think one of them is cigars, the other is selfies.
Yes.
You know,
I would agree.
She's the queen, remember? But she's the queen of selfies is what it is.
I did take a few before I posted one that I thought I liked.
Of course you did.
Okay.
Okay. I expect nothing less.
Right?
You know,
you
pick your battles and you mitigate your expectations.
You damn right.
Oh.
Damn right. But anyway, so I just think that it's very important to, as a cigar owner, and a manager of a cigar shop, to make sure that you know, one, you have the inventory that you need, but 2, not overbuy if you don't really need it.
Yeah.
I mean, because you really don't have a place to put it. So don't overbuy if you don't really need it. But as far as some of the other ones I've been into, I have not seen any issues or any problems. But what I will say is, when I do walk into a cigar lounge, I am scoping out my scenery. I'm checking it out. I'm looking at everything. I'm looking at the count. I'm looking at that. I'm smelling it, because if it has a funny smell to it, I'm not going to use their ice. And the main thing that I do look at, and the main thing that I really, really critique, is the bathrooms.
Yep. Now,
That's
back
the main
to the
thing.
humidor, that goes the other way too. If your humidor is so empty, and it's got so many huge gaps, that's a red flag. You're not buying properly, or you're going broke and you can't afford to replenish.
Right.
And that also limits your inventory. And you know, you don't want everything packed in, but you want a good selection, and you don't want a bunch of empty boxes taking up space, and you don't want a whole bunch of empty spots. If you're going to do that, fill it with something else. And I know everybody loves the slanted shelving for cigars because of display.
Yeah.
But I would almost recommend shops, and I don't even know if this exists, but a level that you could put in, and basically it would hit about halfway across the shelf, come out, and then drop down into the base, so that you have a flat spot, and you could put other things to fill up the space, such as hats or t-shirts
and
or
stuff like
glasses,
Right.
and, ashtrays and stuff like that, and that way your humidor, and you can space that stuff out enough so that it looks full without overwhelming everything.
Right.
So, and it gives the people options of other stuff to buy too.
Right.
You know,
Well-
there's a humidor in Tyler, and their selection is mediocre. The shelves are moderately filled, but they also have a big section in the middle, like a kitchen island. And there they put accessories and all this other neat stuff to use the floor space, kind of like the center racks in ICZ's humidor. They don't, you go into some of these and they're just lined walls,
Right.
and then there's nothing in that big open space. And to me, it's a poor choice of use of floor space.
Floor space,
considering you're paying per square foot for leasing. You know?
Right.
You got to maximize that square footage
As much as you can.
Exactly.
As much as you can.
Exactly.
Hi, Wesley. Thank you for joining, love.
We got to get him on quickly because we still got to give him his humidor.
Yes, Wesley. We need to get you on here because we still have that humidor for you.
And he's talking about donating it.
Oh,
But if
nice.
he does, I want him to get it and donate it himself.
Yes.
So,
Yes, definitely. You need to come get it, and then you can donate it. I like that idea. I like that idea. But when you see it,
Or
you
you
might not
keep
want to
it.
donate
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
I guarantee you probably won't want to donate that.
Well, what's sad, he's been here the last couple of Saturdays at the shops, and he comes in, I'm like, dude, if I'd have known you were going to be here, I'd have brought it up to you.
Well, why
And
don't
he
you just
goes,
keep it in your car?
Because that just clutters up my car, and if I'm driving Uber, I don't want to, not easily.
Okay.
And I'd be afraid to go missing. And then I would be screwed. So, anyway.
Anyway, Wesley, come up here and get your humidor, boo-boo.
And Wes, you tell us what you think about cigar culture, and what does cigar culture mean to you? He's such a great guy. I love him to death. He's working his ass off and having all kinds of normal family issues like everybody else. So, but,
yeah, I mean, we all got it. We all got it. We all got it.
We're,
But
we're here
it's
for you and
time
praying
to-
for you, man.
It's time to escape. What are you smoking today, Wesley? Because I know you're smoking something. And what you sipping on?
Oh. So, back to cigar lounge nitpicking.
Yeah, that's nitpicking.
So we've hit the main area and the humidor.
Yep. Yep.
You go in, and and I'm gonna pick on a place that we've done a review for, but we haven't done the review for it yet.
Okay. Go ahead.
But it's the worst place that we've been, and that's Up in Smoke
Oh.
in Little Elm on El Dorado. The place is badly set up. The chairs do not facilitate conversation. They're only for watching TV. Imagine that they put no, don't imagine. They have put chairs along the walls this way, and then the next row of chairs face the same direction as the ones in the back. So you can't even talk to the person in the chair in front of you. And you need a nice little flow of things, and you want to set your seating up so that what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say forces, but encourages conversation.
Yeah.
Engagement.
Well, I would agree with you that the seating setup is not ideal. And I think that the reason why it's set up that way is because he has TVs there, and for the games and the sports and stuff, you could just look at the TV. I get it. I get the way it is set up, but is it ideally set up to where you can literally have a conversation? Because here at ICC, even though they have TVs everywhere, what is this, like 4 TVs in here?
Yep.
It's still set up to where you can still have a conversation with somebody.
Exactly. Exactly.
So,
Well, you know, and that's what he needs to do. He's got, 2 TVs is all he's got. And they're both on one side of the building instead of having, he needs to have one on this side, this wall, and
Yeah.
maybe one on that wall.
yeah, and that was
Near the
expressed.
entrance.
And that was expressed at one point to him. To me, it's more of a club environment, like a bar scene,
Yeah.
like a real bar scene, that you can smoke cigars in, and they happen to sell them.
You know,
It's not-
what might do him better, in my opinion, is take out that second row of chairs completely and put in tables like that high top and put maybe 3 or 4 of them. If he put 3 or 4 of those across there, that's more seating than what he had with the big chairs.
Well, he does have a high top table back there,
but
it's
only 1 or 2.
It's only one,
and there's
and it's
only
going
one.
and it's going towards the bathroom.
Right.
Yeah.
But if he took those, what is it? Let's say there's 8 chairs there running across. He could put in 3 tables and have 12 seats as opposed to the 8.
And there's also,
And then they could all watch TV and talk.
right, and there's also the thing that there's a cigar rolling desk there too. So that's taking up room and space from 1 or 2 extra chairs.
Right. But I'm just talking about that second row of seats. If he had just moving those and putting in 3 or 4 tables, he could almost double the seating that's available,
Right.
which would bring in more people, have
Well,
more conversation, and have more drinks sold. And so, you know, don't ask me though. I'm not running shit, evidently.
No, you're not, because it ain't your shit. You
It
can
ain't.
only voice your opinion and
That's
say
it.
and state what you see, but it ain't your shit. And so until they decide that they want to change it, you know, it is what it
then
is.
They could just put in 1 more TV instead of 2.
Oh,
and-
all they need is 1 TV.
Yeah.
They just need 1 TV, because then they have a TV on every one of the walls. So just need 1 more TV. That's it. That's
Well,
it.
Yeah. So anyway, I want to see some feng shui in the when you walk into the lounge.
And there's none in there, huh?
None. And,
Pobrecito.
well, you know, and the other deal is the place. It's dirty. You know, the bathroom's nasty. I know that's one of
Hey,
your pet peeves.
Megan. Hi, baby girl. Miss you. Love you.
It's about time you showed up, Megan.
So Wesley is smoking Oliva Connecticut Reserve. Ooh,
Ooh.
I love a good Oliva stick, Wesley. Oliva V. Milanio is one of my favorites.
Megan.
Oh my God.
Brandon told me you needed some help with your website. I told him to tell you to contact me. Let me know when you're available. I'll come over and help you with that. If you doubt my skills, go look at the talesfromthelounge.com website. Stephen helped get the base done, but I've done all the rest of the modifications on it. I can help you get that stuff set up.
It's pretty nice, Megan, so make sure you hit him up
So,
while you can and while he's able to be able to do it for
when you see
you.
Brandon, slap him and say, "Why didn't you tell me Ron offered to help me?" So,
He's pretty good, Megan. He's pretty good. I have to say so myself. I'd have to say so.
oh, my Facebook, YouTube is working.
Oh,
And
okay.
we have pity fuck in.
What is? Excuse me.
So just stumbled across you. What are you guys all about? We're all about
okay.
cigars.
All about cigars,
and,
love bud.
and cigar culture.
Cigar culture.
And cigar stories.
Yeah. Tell us what you're smoking
Yeah.
and what you're drinking, because I'm sure you're smoking and drinking. Well, if you just stumbled, well, I don't know. If you just stumbled across us, he might not be smoking and drinking. But tell
You
us.
should be.
You should be. But tell us what you like to smoke and what you like to drink
Tell
if
us
you're
where
not.
you're from, man.
Exactly. Tell us where you're from. So you didn't like that particular location.
Yeah, you know.
I think that I think we were there maybe less than an hour, and we're like, let's go.
And
so that'll tell you.
But you know, we've been there several times.
We've been there
because that's
several
where
times.
Some of our friends want to go and that type of thing. I've got no problem with that. But
Yeah.
you know, as far as recommending it for somebody who's an avid cigar smoker,
No.
I would not. There's plenty of other places within, a mile of 2 miles of there.
Right. If you're looking to go to a cigar lounge to sit down, relax, enjoy.
With a bar.
With a bar to relax and enjoy some nice music, but not overly ratchet music. Just chill, listen to some nice soft R&B or whatever. That's not the place to go to.
Yep. So, Megan, I'm not going to do the website for you. I will help you do it so that you know what's going on. I'll teach you and work with you on walking through it so that you can continue to maintain it without, but I'm available if you need to ask stupid questions or silly questions or whatever, because nobody knows everything, and I'm always constantly learning.
Hold on, Megan, you know yourself, no question is a silly question, so just ask, girl.
The only stupid question is the unasked question.
There you go. I mean, in our website, I shouldn't say our website, Tales from Milan website looks really, really good. He did a phenomenal job, so kudos to you. I'm proud of you there, buddy.
Thank you very much.
It's a really good website.
Well, and thanks for Steven to get the
Yeah,
base
because he got
running.
Steven really got the base going, and from there you just you ran with it. But if it wasn't for Steven getting the base going, it would have been a lot longer.
It was the initial setup I was unfamiliar with, but once I got it up and running and got to being able to actually click around in it and see what stuff was going on and everything, I was able to go around. I will take dinner, Megan.
Yeah, sounds like I'm coming too, girl. I'm coming too then.
Oh, now wait a minute.
Because if you cooking, I'm coming. If you cooking, I'm coming. Especially if you're gonna bake something too to go along with
she's
with it.
Such a great baker.
Oh my God.
But that's, that's her whole new business. So.
I know, but she did it for a while, and then she got it, and then she stopped, and then she was doing other things for a while, and so she went back to it, and I'm so happy she went back to it because that is her passion. That's her love. That's her baby. That's what she is known for. That makes her happy, makes her smile.
And Dave Frakes is on.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Pops.
Glad to see you, Dave.
Megan and I are friends on Facebook, and so she's posted some cookies that she's done, and girl, them cookies look delicious.
Oh, she made a cake for Kathleen Rhonda.
Mm-hmm.
And we
for
had
her birthday? Was her birthday cake?
It was a birthday cake. And, she loves that Casa Azul in the white bottle.
Yes.
She made the cake look like that.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Megan, I'm going to need you to make me a cake. My birthday's Sunday.
And where are we gonna be?
Here.
We're gonna be here Sunday
Of course,
for
here.
Rhonda's birthday. So if you're not
I-
doing anything, come and hang out.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. Look. I'd much rather celebrate my birthday here at ICC with some of my friends and just hanging out and chilling because it's on a Sunday. I normally have this big extravagant party, but I haven't had those since COVID hit, and so I'm just not. So I haven't had one. I'll have another big party in 2 more years because that would be a big number for me.
So that's when you turn 40?
Yes.
Yes.
No, but yes. It's a big number for me. So then I'll have a big party. But for right now, I'm just chilling. I'm not going overly crazy like I normally do. And unfortunately, you guys have not had the privilege to even see one of my big, huge parties that I do.
The last one, I think the last one I went to was the one when you and Vicky at the apartment a few years back.
When I turned the big number.
Which was 30.
Yeah, I turned the big number. But that was at the house, and it was in the garage, and it was but that was huge too. That was, but no, they're bigger than this.
What's her name did the wings for us?
Yeah, Poppy's Wings. We got Poppy's Wings.
We still got to figure out how to get with Poppy Wings when the weather turns better.
Yeah.
And do a live stream from there.
Yeah. So I will be
Where's
up here.
their new location?
Excuse me?
Where's their new location?
It's over here in Allen. It's over there in Allen off of, it's close to you, actually.
I know, and I keep forgetting to go over there.
But it's somewhere, so it says Fairview, but it's not really in Fairview. I think their address is considered Fairview.
Right.
But they're over there in McKinney. You know where the hockey rink is, or somewhere over there.
Oh yeah.
Somewhere
And the,
over there.
Allen.
It's close to the Allen Outlet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's close to the Allen Outlet. So they're open on Saturdays now. They're not doing Sundays anymore right now. They are open on Saturdays. So if
I'm
y'all
gonna take the
interested,
girls over there for lunch after
yeah.
Saturday.
Well, you have to so you just have to order online, and then you can pick it up. You can't go sit in a restaurant. You can't go sit there.
Okay.
So it's just drive and get it. Like you order it, and then you pull up, and they bring it to your car. They bring it to your car
Cool,
when it's
cool.
ready. So that's the only difference that's changing. But they do have some very exciting things coming up that I cannot talk about. But they have some very exciting things coming up in the near future. Like
Awesome.
quickly, like in probably less than a month.
Awesome.
So I'll share that with you guys when that happens. But they're super excited. I'm so proud of them. And they've catered a lot of my parties when I've had it at the house. But the big ones that I've been talking about, there's only one person here that has really been with me my entire parties, which is Tasha.
Yeah.
So,
Hi, Tasha.
hey. But yeah, so I'm just gonna keep it low key this year. I mean, it's even lower key this year than it was last year, and just be up here at ICC, smoking and hanging out with my buddies.
Cool.
That's how I'm gonna spend my birthday.
I always turn this thing the wrong direction and get it too high, and then I got to turn it all the way down and work it back up.
Yep. Okay, so what else do we need to talk about? So I do want to talk about this new expansion.
I was just about to say.
I do want to talk about ICC's
because
new expansion.
we were talking about the feng shui of this lounge here,
Yes.
and how it encourages conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody can see the TVs without too much issue.
Right.
And they have followed that up in the next room,
Yes.
in the expansion. They're going to be adding about another 100 seats in the new expansion. And from seeing everything and from the beginning, when it was nothing but bare
When
bones,
it was just a shell. Yes.
to now seeing the fixtures going in. They've started putting TVs in.
Mm-hmm.
They started putting the booths in. The kitchen looks phenomenal.
The kitchen is amazing.
Oh.
It's like the state-of-an-art kitchen
Yep.
on a smaller scale, but they've got everything that you can want. Like,
Exactly.
it is phenomenal. Like, it's beautiful. There's nothing in there that they can't, like, they're not going to use. Like,
Yep.
it's just a beautiful kitchen, and they have, like, very nice pans and skillets and utensils, and it's just beautiful. The entire lounge, once it's complete, is just going to be so amazing that you need to get your butt down here to ICC in Frisco, Texas, and check it out. Even if you just come just once to check it out, just come, because it is beautiful, and I guarantee you're going to want to come back too, because there's going to be a part of it that they're going to close off for date night, and it's, oh my God, if you want to bring your spouse or your girlfriend, yes,
open up to make it available to
yeah,
everybody.
to everybody. But that date night section part is going to be so amazing. It's going to be off the chain, and it's already. I cannot wait till it's completely finished. And they're getting close, you guys. They're getting close. It's almost done. So stay tuned for when the grand opening is, because it's not going to disappoint you. And I'm telling you, you're going to walk in there and you're going to be amazed and wowed, and your mouth might even fall to the floor. I've seen the progress, and last week I got to see some more progress, and I haven't been back there today to see some other updates, but I already know that it's almost done. I cannot wait to see that. So, Ron,
Yes.
you good on your drink or what? Do I need to pour you some more, because you don't have any more ice? Yes, you do. There you go. Drink up, homie.
Are you trying to get me drunk?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Good.
Not today. Not today. I have an early rise tomorrow, so I'm not gonna get you drunk. 'Cause I'm not gonna be drunk.
I don't have to get up early for a while.
Yeah, you don't.
I've been enjoying the hell out of it too.
I bet you have. Sometimes you just need a break. Sometimes you just need a break, and when the time is right, you'll go back
Oh, yeah.
When the time is right, you'll go back. Trust me, believe. My day was so unproductive today. I took my mom's to.
I was going to ask you, how did that go?
It went very, very well. And so we were. Her appointment was at 6:30 this morning. Her surgery was 6:30 this morning. We were home. I was picking her up about 8 o'clock.
Awesome, awesome.
Yeah. So it was really, really quick.
Well, I was
So-
surprised I didn't get a call from Dustin today. Dustin was supposed to go have those pins removed out of his ankle today.
Oh yes.
So,
Yeah, brave soul. I'm not taking my plates and pins out of mine.
oh, come on.
Hell no. I'm not trying to be on the knee scooter again no more. That life was hell. Mm-mm. And that was when I was still in the office, and I had to drive myself to work, then get out. But thank God that I had great peers that worked in my department. That all I had to do was make a phone call when I got there, and they came and helped me out the car.
Good,
So-
good.
So, but no, I'm not gonna stomach no more surgeries. I can't do it. My mind won't let me do that. And plus, what is that?
What? Oh, it's some garbage.
Okay. I look over and there's something on that screen that he's looking at that's not.
You know, people follow me and stuff, and then their feeds show up on my Facebook.
Oh, I see. And it's feeds of
Yeah.
erotic stuff. Okay.
It's not necessarily erotic,
Mm,
but it's, you know,
Hmm.
I don't want to see my daughter dressed like that. Let's put it that way.
Well, I
But,
bet
you know,
don't.
I am kind of a prude.
You think?
Me?
You think? Okay, so
Well, you know, and not to get too deep into that stuff, but, you know,
you have what?
I just have a general rule that I'm not interested in really looking at anybody who's old enough to be my kid. And the sad part is, the older I get, the further up that number goes. You know, I've got a 34-year-old son, so any woman below the age of 34, I'm really not interested in.
Ooh.
Because, you know, my dad told a story years ago, and I'll probably get in trouble for telling this, but he was at a bar that he used to go to after work to have a beer before he went home.
This is not a long story, is it?
No.
Okay.
But one of the regular girls there asked him to dance one night, and he's dancing with her, and all he can all he has in his mind is,
In the words of Latasha, it's like a child.
all he can think about is how much she reminds him of my sister and his daughter.
Mm.
And he said it creeped him out so bad, you know, they finished the dance and never did it again. Yeah.
Well, you know, some like it, some don't, but yeah. Anyway, so as you all know, we're broadcasting from ICC today. It's not as loud this Wednesday as it was last Wednesday. Nice.
But luckily you know, and I looked at some of the show last week, and
It wasn't really that loud.
no,
actually.
it was, but it wasn't loud on the feed because we had the lapel mics and everything.
Right.
Which,
You know what I do want to touch on in here? Like when I walked in here, like when I walked in here last Wednesday, I noticed the white walls that they painted the bricks and stuff.
yeah, they whitewashed the brick.
Yeah, but I think because there was so many people in here, I didn't really focus on too much of it.
Yep.
But when I walked in today, I was like, it's so much brighter in here. Like it's just like what's different? It's these walls. These walls make a big difference.
Yes, it does.
It makes a big difference, and
does.
I am digging this. I'm digging the color on this. They have done such a great job with this. Even
Yes,
in
they
the new
have.
Adave Lounge, they have really done a great job. They've really done a great job. And in the Apex Lounge is extremely beautiful.
Oh, yes.
It's
They're,
extremely
in fact,
beautiful.
they're remodeling all the entire shop, the hallway behind us now.
Right. They have these sliding doors right here.
Yeah.
They've got a door
And
for us
you-
new members
you
or
haven't
Adave
noticed
members.
yet, but public lounge.
Yeah.
So they've got the Adabay sign up there.
But I have a feeling for me, I'm going to be bouncing back and forth.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
Yeah, I just know I'm going to be bouncing back and forth between the public and the Adave Lounge.
Yep. And I'll be
Just
bouncing.
because I'm going to want to spend a lot of time
On that purple couch.
on that purple couch. On that purple couch. And if you're smoking on that purple couch, you better not drop one ash on it. Not one. And please pick up your mess too.
Well, and let's go back to what we were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about pet peeves of the lounge. The cleanliness of the ashtrays and the floors and everything in general is a very important thing. You
Yeah.
don't want to come in and, there's ash all over the couches and tables and chairs, and
Right.
the ashtrays haven't been emptied out in hours, if not days.
Right.
And, you want some cleanliness in the environment.
And I will say, one thing that you're not going to get up in here is you're not going to see nothing dirty on these floors. They're going to sweep it up. If something breaks, something drops, any paper, it's always picked up. Everything
and
is
they're
so
on
clean.
Johnny on the
spot. Like, they really are on the spot. Like, when you walk in here, you're going to be like, this is comfy. It's comfy in here. It's clean. Even when I dropped my cigar last week, like, I mean, the floor was clean. I mean, I could have just picked it up and continued smoking it, but
You're afraid of cooties.
yeah, I've become a cootie freak since COVID. I think that people have changed. People are seeing things differently since COVID, because we just went along in life and just like we've always
Not
had
me.
hand sanitizer. We have always had that stuff. We've always had that stuff.
I was talking to a friend this weekend.
Did you just cut me off?
Uh,
Anyway, go ahead.
well, talking about cooties, and she goes, "You drank from a water hose when you were a kid, didn't you?" But I ain't afraid of nothing.
No, I'm not drinking from no water hose, honey.
Oh yeah, we did that as a kid,
Well, I'm a city kid.
and scooping up water out of streams.
You were drinking water out of streams?
Yeah.
Oh Lord, your stomach ain't messed up?
No.
Ooh. I don't drink no water out of no streams, and I don't drink out of water hoses either.
And we'd find little ponds and stuff and go swimming in them.
Mm-mm. I will tell you, one time I was in, a friend of mine, this is like years ago when I first kind of moved out here, or like the first 5 years when I moved out here. My friend had a boat, and she had it parked at Lake Louisville.
Yep.
So we did that, what is that event? They do some kind of yearly event that they Party Cove. It was Party Cove. That's what it was. Party Cove. So we did the Party Cove thing one year, and I was like, "Ooh, I'm scared to go on this little boat." But okay, it's your boat. You know how to run it. And okay, that's fine. I got on it, and they're like, "Let's get in the water." I'm like, I don't know about that. But I ended up getting in the water. Something started nibbling at my feet. Child, you should have seen me try to get up out that water so quickly, try to get on that boat.
We used to go. We used to go to.
And
Tyler State Park.
I haven't been in Lake Louisville water since.
We used to go to Tyler State Park all the time there in Tyler, and you get in a inner tube and just kind of float around, or just kind of be swimming around, and if you got still, the perch would come up and start nibbling on you.
No, I'm good. Like
And,
I'm good. I'm good because the problem is I don't know what's in the water, so I don't want to be in the water with whatever's in the water.
That's half the fun.
Shit, hell no.
Long as it's-
Look, let me tell you something. I want all my toes.
Those perch can't get your toes.
It don't matter. I don't know what's in the water. I don't want to be in the water. So if there's anything nibbling on my damn toes.
What'd be funny is you'd be floating along in the inner tube, and they start getting the backside of your thigh that was in the water. And
But I did go float the river in Austin one year. Me and Vicky did. We went and float the river with a friend of mine from work, and her now husband, and some of his friends, and we met him out there, and I floated the river on the big old inner tube, and I had a blast. And I wasn't gonna get my hair wet, but I ended up, when I was coming down to kind of get in the water, I slipped off the rock and fell in the water.
and then it was all over.
It was all over. So now it's like, we had one inner tube that had all our liquor, and I had our ice chest in there with all the liquor in it. So every time Vicky needed another drink, I would just jump out of the inner tube into the water and go get it. I mean, because my hair was already messed up anyway by that time, and I wasn't really I wasn't afraid of that water because it was like natural spring water.
Yeah.
So I was okay with it. But at that point, I was like, well, forget it. Shit, I'm already wet. My hair's already messed up. Might as well go and get it in. Go get in there. And that was a fun experience. That was a really, really good experience. I enjoyed myself.
So
We had a good time that
the
year.
two things we're discussing tonight are cigar culture and what do you look for in a good lounge? And what are things that are critical to you for a good environment? And we've talked about the cleanliness, we've talked about the setup, we've talked about the humidor.
Hey, so for women, it's the bathroom. The bathroom has to be fucking clean. It has to be clean for women. Women, like, if your bathroom is not clean, you're not going to sit down on that toilet. First of all, it's just got to be clean. And you know a good cigar lounge on how well they keep their damn bathroom.
You want to hear something funny?
Tell me something funny.
Trinity was with me last night for a little while here. And so I took her in for the tour and everything.
Uh-huh.
And she checked out the bathroom in the new area. And she, she's worked at a roadhouse for a long while.
Yeah.
And she's looking at the plumbing setup. She goes, well, they got some nice plumbing in here. But funny she says that because we'll go back to Up and Smoke.
Oh my God.
I mean, the
Child,
plumbing.
you better not sit on that. Do not sit on the toilet. You better look.
And-
you better
and-
start using your leg muscles.
and the plumbing for the sink looks all washes down any.
There's 2 locations of Up and Smoke. There's another one in Louisville.
Yep.
And then you say that. So, and then the chairs are nice. Are they nice to sit in long term for like a couple hours? No, some of them are not. Do they look good? Yes.
Yeah.
But the comfortability wise, no. So I usually, when I go in there, and I don't go in there very often, but usually when I go in there, I usually try to sit at the bar because I'd rather sit on the bar seat than one of those other chairs just because it's just not comfortable to sit in for me.
Right.
For me, it's just not comfortable. Other people may be able to sit in it comfortably, but for me, I cannot sit in that comfortably. But yes, there's 2 locations, one in Louisville and one in Little Elm, and the Louisville one is extremely nice. It's extremely nice. You will not be disappointed. And that is run, it's family-owned business as well. So, and she does, and the mom takes very good care of that.
Cool.
Which I don't think you've been in that one yet.
I have not.
Yeah.
Well, we've been running about an hour. Can you believe
Okay.
we rambled that long?
I can't believe you'd have rambled that long.
So,
It's always good.
everybody, check out talesfromlounge.com. Check out our website and check out our merch. And if you want to support us, buy something. If you want to give us a tip or donate, you can hit us up on local.com. Those websites are available. So let us know. And if you've got any questions, one thing that is going to be going up on the talesfromlounge.com website is a form. If you have a story you'd like told, or if you'd like to be a guest on the show, fill the forms out, send it back to us. We'll get in contact with you, and we'll go from there.
Go from there. So Stephen was watching tonight.
He finally
Stephen.
showed up. It's about time.
Shout out to Stephen. Shout out to my sister-in-law Amy. Shout out to my brother Robert. He's normally working, and so it's a nice little surprise that he was able to pop on.
Yep.
So he told me if you want to go in the float the river and stuff and do all that and get in the lake and stuff, I need to come up there. They do have some nice lakes though, because my sister-in-law's sister and her husband, they have I believe it's a lake house, and the kids go out and they do jet skiing, they do so much fun stuff in the summertime. So look for that, Robert. I will be up there very soon because I will be moving Miss Vicky back this year. So we had a good lead where she was probably coming back next month, but that's not going to happen now. So I expect her new arrival back in Dallas before August.
Awesome.
So I will be up there to see you guys. very soon. And when we do, she's going to want to float the river too. So we need to make plans to do that. So tell Crystal, Amy, and Robert that I'm coming.
All right. Thanks everybody again for showing up, and shout out to everybody, and thanks for being on the show with us and your comments, and hope to see you guys soon.
Okay. Bye.